Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Stephanie and this is the Best Actress nominations for my 2019 Bookish Academy Awards. As I said, this is the nomination video for Best Actress, and that means Best Female Character or Main Character within a book that I read in the year of 2019. For this criteria for this category, the character had to have come from a 5-star book, and the character had to really resonate with me as being a well-rounded, strong, independent, vulnerable female character that I found notable. For the January nomination, I went with Marni from Web of Sin series by Aleatha Romig. Now, most of the series was released in 2018. However, I read the last book in 2019, so she still gets to get the nomination because it was the beginning of the year. And in the final book for this series, you really see Marni really sort of engage and grasp the things that she has been thrown. Her life is very complicated. She has had to live double, sometimes triple identitied lives, and you get to see how she ends up dealing with it and becoming that strong character that was needed to really pull off this series. The February nomination goes to Reagan from Tempest by Beverly Jenkins. And in this story, you have a woman that goes across the country to be a mail order bride that has no clue what she's getting into. She's African American. She is in the late 1800s, so slavery was just abolished, or, you know, the freedoms for Black people hadn't even really been seen in the West. I mean, until I read this book and got this bit of history, I never would have thought a Black person was really in the West. But this story proves that, and shows that, you know, there were Black people, African Americans in the West, and doing their thing and being strong and independent. And I was so here for this character. I was like, yes, yes, so many yeses. I loved every moment of this character. The March nomination goes to Alex from When Ashes Fall by Marni Mann. To not spoil too much, or to not spoil at all for what this story is about, but this character, she goes through something traumatic, like really traumatic, being on the ground floor of the trauma that was to be had. And her journey is absolutely crazy. The support system that she ends up gaining from it is amazing, but herself, finding herself and learning to live with the things that she had to live with, spot on for the independence and finding yourself and being a well-rounded character that really resonated with me. The April nomination goes to Lotus from Hookshot by Kennedy Ryan. Lotus holds a special place in my heart. I felt all of the emotion of her journey, of her story, of the things that she went through, and really her journey just really resonated with me. It did. Just had my heart. She may, if I didn't do these randomly, she would probably be my character of the year, because, whew, yes. But that has to do with our journeys being so similar. So her journey is amazing. For the May nomination, I went with Esme from The Bride Test by Helen Hoang. This is a woman that is trying to do what she has to do for her family, so she takes on the offered arrangement. Yeah, because I guess this is it's an arranged marriage. She moves by herself, leaving her family, and comes to the United States to become the wife of someone, and that someone doesn't even want her to be there. She figures it out, and I was here for it. And even once he figured out that he wanted her, she still was like, I'ma stand on my 2 feet and make things happen. I love that about that character. Loved it. She didn't let the male character of the story be enough. I was so here for it. For the June nomination, I went with Miss Mayhem from Greed by Dukey and Webster. Woo! This character was crazy. It was transformative. She brings her A game. She does her thing. And to not spoil any part of that series, she brings her A game. Yes. For the July nomination, I went with Vaughn from Resist, Wicked Ways #1 by Bromberg. And in this, Vaughn is a woman that is doing what she has to do to make rent. Straight up. She doing what she got to do. And when one of the ladies that she has an escort service for falls through, and she decides to take that on because she doesn't want to let the job go. It's good money. And she finds herself in some situations. At first you think that, oh, she's kind of, the douchebag, the asshole of the story. But you find out through the story, through her journey, there's reasons on what she's doing and why she's doing it. And you just feel for her. She's getting it in however she can. And I really enjoyed that about this character. The August nomination goes to Cassie from The Things You Save in a Fire by Katherine Center. Cassie is a female firefighter, and in such male-dominated field of employment, I felt everything Cassie went through. And then she has to, on top of that, deal with family issues. I really enjoyed her story, how she had to uproot herself because of some issues that happened with her. I kind of knew where the story was going, but the way the journey ended up happening, I really enjoyed that, how it was unfolded, and how Cassie really showed you that she had the strength to be in that male-dominated field, even though the odds were sort of against her. The forces were fighting against her. She fought back, and she ended up winning in the end, and I loved it. The September nomination goes to Hannah from Untouchable by Talia Hibbert. This, I believe, is the second book in the Ravenwood series, and I really resonated with Hannah. She is sort of this introverted character that wears her heart on her sleeve, but at the same time has some things that she has going on with her. She's dealing with anxiety, and she really liked a guy back in the day. And when he comes back into her orbit, she's like, do I trust these feelings that I have with the things that we had, the connection we had when we were younger? And I loved the journey that she ended up taking, and really felt for her, felt for the way that he loved her enough to just sort of step back and let her find her way. And that showed me the independence of her mind and of her character. The October nomination goes to Lennox from The Kingmaker by Kennedy Ryan. And Lennox is this strong Native American character that I did not know I needed to read about. Kennedy Ryan, as an author, loves to interweave and inject social issues that aren't talked about, and I felt all of the passion that Lennox had for her mission and for her drive. I just was here for her character, and I loved her journey. I loved her strength. Even though she had bad things happen to her, she didn't get bitter. She may have seemed as if she was bitter throughout the story, with some of the actions that she ended up taking, but at the underlying film of it, at the underlying tone of it, you knew that she had those closed door moments where she was just vulnerable and outside herself. She let those emotions go, and whew, she's an amazing character. Amazing character. And the November nomination goes to Belle from Endurance by Amy Daws. She is a character that if I was to become a doctor, I would want to be her. I mean, she became a badass neonatal freaking doctor, and she helps little tiny babies in the womb. I loved her passion for what she did. I loved that she didn't crumple or change her goals because of a man. I loved all of those aspects. You had moments where you were like, is she gonna do what he wants her to do because he said so? And then she does the thing that she does, and I was like, yes. Get it, girl. Get it. As always, December's will be a surprise, and I will reveal that during the award show in January. So, what were some of your favorite female characters from the year of 2019? Have you read any of the books and met any of the characters that I have just talked about? Let's discuss that down in the comment section. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, there is a feedback form down in the description box so you guys can help me improve my channel. All my social links and affiliate links are down in the description box as well. Lots of good stuff down there, so check it out. Thank you for watching, and we will see you guys later.